Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and realizing that everything you once took for granted was gone: your health, your family, your sight, your ability to walk, even the air filling your lungs without effort. Just picture that for a moment. How would you feel? Wouldn't you suddenly realize that what you thought were ordinary things were actually extraordinary gifts? The truth is, most of us are walking around every day surrounded by blessings, yet blind to them. We focus on what's missing, on what hasn't gone our way, instead of appreciating what's right in front of us. But the power of gratitude, the perspective of gratitude, has the ability to change everything. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you when something good happens. It's not a polite response or casual expression. Gratitude is a lens. It's a way of seeing life. It's a perspective that shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from problems to possibilities, from pain to growth. And when you choose to live through this lens, the world around you transforms not because it suddenly becomes perfect, but because you finally begin to see the perfection that was always there, hidden beneath the noise of your complaints and worries. Think about it. Two people can experience the same exact situation, yet one feels defeated and broken while the other feels empowered and hopeful. What makes the difference? It's not luck. It's not intelligence. It's perspective. And gratitude is the perspective that unlocks strength, resilience, and joy even in the darkest of times. I want you to imagine a rainy day. You wake up, look outside, and see nothing but gray skies, puddles, and inconvenience. You complain that the weather ruined your plans. You feel annoyed, but someone else wakes up and sees that same rain as nourishment for the earth, a blessing for farmers, a promise of growth, and even a cozy chance to slow down and reflect. The rain didn't change, it's the same for both people. What changed was perspective. Gratitude is what allows you to see the rain as a gift instead of a curse. And here's the truth. Gratitude doesn't erase your struggles. It doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending that life is perfect. It simply equips you with a mindset that helps you face those struggles with strength. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" gratitude teaches you to ask, "What can I learn from this? What is this giving me that I couldn't see before?" That single shift in perspective can take you from victimhood to empowerment. Science has proven this too. Researchers have found that people who regularly practice gratitude experience less stress, sleep better, and feel more optimistic about their lives. Their brains literally rewire to focus more on positive aspects of life. Gratitude doesn't just feel good. It changes the chemistry of your mind. It helps you see opportunities instead of obstacles. It helps you heal faster, recover quicker, and build stronger connections with others. But beyond science, gratitude is deeply human. It's the anchor that grounds us in the chaos of life. Think about your own life. How many times have you wished for something you didn't have, only to realize later that what you already had was priceless? How many times did you overlook the smile of a loved one, the roof over your head, the food on your table, simply because you were too focused on what was missing? Gratitude calls you back to reality. It whispers in your ear during your darkest nights. You still have something. You still have hope. You still have life. Gratitude is not about waiting for everything to be perfect. If you wait for life to hand you perfect circumstances before you feel thankful, you will wait forever. Gratitude is about embracing the imperfect, appreciating the small, and finding joy even in the cracks of life. It is the ability to stand in the storm and still say, "This too has value. This too will shape me. This too is part of my story." Let me share a story. There was once a man who lost almost everything in a fire: his home, his possessions, even some of his closest family members. Most people would have drowned in grief and despair. But when he was interviewed later, he said something remarkable. He said, "I lost a lot that day, but I didn't lose my ability to love. I didn't lose my chance to live. I didn't lose my faith, and for that, I am grateful." That's the power of perspective. Gratitude didn't erase his pain, but it gave him strength to walk through it without losing himself. Now, think of your own challenges. Maybe you're struggling with rejection, with financial pressure, with health issues, or with loneliness. Gratitude won't magically erase those struggles, but it can transform how you experience them. Instead of seeing them as curses, gratitude helps you see them as lessons. Instead of asking, "Why me?" gratitude allows you to say, "Why not me? Maybe this is shaping me into someone stronger, wiser, and more compassionate." Gratitude changes the meaning of your journey. Imagine climbing a mountain. At the bottom, all you see are rocks, dirt, and steep slopes. It feels impossible. But gratitude allows you to pause, take a breath, and notice the wildflowers along the path, the fresh air filling your lungs, the fact that your legs are strong enough to keep moving. Gratitude reminds you that the climb itself is part of the reward. And when you finally reach the top, you don't just celebrate the view, you celebrate the strength, resilience, and growth that the climb gave you. The truth is, gratitude doesn't just change how you feel about life, it changes who you are. It makes you more patient, more kind, more resilient. It deepens your relationships because you stop taking people for granted and start appreciating their presence. It gives you peace because you stop chasing what you dainty have and begin enjoying what is already yours. It makes you more magnetic because people are naturally drawn to those who radiate appreciation instead of negativity. Gratitude transforms not only your perspective but also your presence in the world. So how can you bring more gratitude into your life? It starts small. Right now, think of one thing, just one, that you're grateful for. Maybe it's your breath. Maybe it's the fact that you're alive, listening to these words. Maybe it's a friend, a memory, a lesson, or even a challenge that made you stronger. Hold it in your mind. Feel it in your heart. That single act of noticing is the seed of transformation. Then, build on it. Each morning when you wake up, instead of grabbing your phone or worrying about the day ahead, take 30 seconds to think of 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. It could be the comfort of your bed, the sunlight streaming through your window, or the fact that you made it to another day. At night, before you sleep, reflect again. Ask yourself, what went right today? What am I thankful for? Even if it was small. Over time, your brain begins to look for gratitude naturally. You stop seeing only problems and start noticing blessings everywhere. But here's the most important part, don't just keep gratitude in your mind. Speak it. Share it. Tell the people around you that you appreciate them. Write it down. Express it. Gratitude grows when it's shared. And the more you practice it, the more it shapes your reality. The world is full of noise, stress, and negativity. It's easy to get lost in comparison, to feel like you're behind, or to think you'll only be happy when you reach a certain milestone. But gratitude breaks that cycle. It reminds you that happiness is not at the finish line, it's available right here, right now, in the present moment. Gratitude doesn't just prepare you for a better future, it gives you a better present. So pause, breathe, look around you. Life may not be perfect, but perfection was never the goal. Growth, love, meaning, those are the real treasures. And gratitude is the key to unlocking them. Every great thinker, every resilient survivor, every joyful soul has carried gratitude in their heart. They can know that it's not the world that decides their peace of mind, it's how they choose to see it. And gratitude is that choice. It's the lens that turns scarcity into abundance, chaos into clarity, and life itself into a blessing. Remember this. Gratitude doesn't change the world around you instantly, but it changes the world within you. And when the world within you changes, everything else begins to shift. That is the power of gratitude perspective. So today, choose gratitude. Not tomorrow, not someday, today. Because life is happening now, and gratitude is the gift that turns every moment, even the ordinary ones, into something extraordinary.